Safe to say, this is a familiar scene for anyone who's had to wake up in the morning when they didn't want to. Hello everybody, my name is James and this is MOSAIC. It is a game that has appeared on the Apple Arcade store. It's been out for like 3 weeks or so now. This isn't a brand new thing, but I've been playing it and I've gone back and restarted it just to show you the beginning without spoilers. I'm fascinated by this thing. It is not an all-out action-adventure game. It is a strange narrative, I guess exploratory puzzler, but it's one which addresses the humdrum, menial existence of everyday life, but before you switch off in complete boredom, throws some really surreal and interesting choices in there with it, and moments of surprising colour and beauty. So as you can see here, I'm brushing my teeth and he bends down to spit out the gloop from his mouth as you do every day. But just listen to this on the way up. Now that was the moment, first time I played, that I was like, okay, what's this game doing? I'm interested in this, because that is some extremely Twin Peaks stuff right there. I'm getting a message from my phone. If I hit the phone, it'll actually go sideways. So you can see there, I can turn my phone on the side, of course the screen recorder's recording it, but it says, friendly reminder that after 5 more late comings, your contract opens for immediate termination. Basically, every message in my phone is telling me that I'm underperforming as a worker in the workplace, and if I do anything else wrong, I'm going to get sacked. The whole vibe of this is this incredibly grim, austere, toxic work culture stuff. And my flat is bare and it's got no pictures in it, and look, invoice overdue, penalty fee added. Don't want to miss another invoice. Scan the barcode to install the app so I can go in here and automate my bill payments using BlipBlop. Download complete. And now I get bank access, and as you can see here, my salary is 120, but everything else, when I try and pay my invoices, it's impossible. My balance is minus £35. So life isn't good for this guy. I can go over and I can check what's inside my fridge. Let's see what I could have for breakfast before my long day at work. If I just scroll down here, I slide up and down the screen, and cheesy meal, and really not much else. So it's all a bit miserable looking, and I can understand if you were to pick this up and go like, well, you know, this looks a bit boring and grim and no fun. But I really recommend that you stick with it, because I like games that are trying to do something with narrative. I like games that are trying to create an atmosphere most of all. But look here, look, light and colour for the first time. And see this thing on his head as he's leaning in? If I tap that, and again, and again, and tap a bunch more, suddenly this happens. And this is kind of what the game is about. You're encountering these strange moments, these little breaks from the kind of the norm, the grind of the everyday, that are just filled with beauty. And there's a plot point later on where you find yourself doing similar stuff. So you repeat this cycle. I'm not going to show it all to you now, but I'm going to work, I'm getting in the lift, I'm calling the elevator, and the idea is the game is kind of showing you that there's this repetitive, mundane quality to your life. But that moment where you spit out your toothpaste and stand up again, there is a point a little while into the game where you do that, and something strange happens, because there's something in the sink. And that's where the game kind of turns a little bit on a dime, and that's what I really advise you guys to stick towards. because it's worth waiting for the reveal. So this is me just turning, I'm dragging on the screen, and as you can see I try and engage with people, and yeah, I think we've all accidentally looked at people in lifts and maybe gone, oh, eye contact, awkward. I think I'll just look at, oh, I don't know what to do. And I think deliberately from the art style of the game, despite everything, you know, being grey and kind of colourless, the way that you can't really see their eyes, their faces are somewhat featureless. And look at this. Pulling out into anamorphic widescreen to show you the sheer number of people in this building. People filed away like letters. Let's check my mail, see if there's anything good in here. And that's lovely as well, just the hint of a red statement saying urgent. And my dude bails. So let's push out into the light and see what we can see. And I can actually walk here. And this rotating cube thing, I'm actually tapping it. I thought it was like a loading bar at first, and it might be, but my instinct is to tap, so. And then suddenly, what's this? It's my itinerary for the company. I've reached a milestone. And then we get an actual game part of the game. And this is the job, if you like. You're required to direct all resources to MOSAIC. So you can see here, if I put my finger down, I can drag. And I'm directing my resources or data or whatever it might be. And I can see this one traveling dot. And if I put my thumb on it here and then move around, you can see it wants me to feed the milestone. So I need to create these little hexagons. There we go. More resources required. Drag sideways from the extractor to the expand. So to expand, sorry. So I can do that. There we go. I'm creating another lane that I can then build upon. And another one to the right as well. If I do that. And you can see that some of those dots, they get absorbed when you're creating these new hexagons. It kind of requires power, it requires resources. And if I drag up here, if I can go sideways, can I get sideways into this dude? I can go up here. But if I want to focus, you can see they're all scattering over. I need to double tap on a particular area. I'm going to build another one of these. Hopefully I'll get another little dot out of it. There we go. Now we're extracting. More resources required in order to reach the top of the screen. So we are extracting yet more. If I clamber up here, you can see I'm kind of running out, but they're all doing it. So I'm going to double tap this and focus all my resources on expanding this one. And it should allow me to, there we go, get up and over. And this is what we're heading for, this gigantic mosaic thing. So, I won't show you what happens when I get here. And I know this might look like a weird combination of stuff, like beautiful bright colours and then miserable grey, and then this, whatever this is. It's all a little bit oblique, but I want it to be that way because I really don't want to spoil it for you. MOSAIC is the name of the game. It is obviously free if you happen to have Apple Arcade. I highly recommend you go and have a look at it because it is worth your time and attention. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.